It's fun to be in a Tesla.
This is amazing.
That's crazy. That's wild. Oh my god.
My passengers love being in a Tesla.
They use the spaceship. Like, you ain't got no Tesla, don't come, bitch.
But at the same time, there's this weird backlash happening. Politics dividing the brand, people vandalizing Teslas. It's like we forgot one simple thing. Tesla makes a damn good car.
I didn't believe it. I read it when I'm scrolling and stuff. I'm like, there's no way. That's not real. I would definitely get one of these.
It doesn't make any sense at the stage of our life to get one, but I'd love to have a Tesla.
I am super impressed.
Well, good. Leave a nice review. I'll tell Elon.
I still know the Tesla stock. I don't know.
And that's the crux of the problem. There you go. That last passenger in that video liked the experience of the Tesla, especially the full self-drive, is a Tesla shareholder, so he wants to make some money. But when I said Elon, his skin's crawled, right? He's like, and you can see the dilemma going on. And I'm sure he's a nice guy. And and you know what? We all get in that space sometimes too. So a lot of forgiveness there. I get it. You like something, but you don't like the person doing it. And there's these challenges we have in life. Let's go back in time here. Do you remember not too long ago, we had this fear of global warming and we needed green renewable energy and we needed electric cars because America is a car nation. Do you remember that? And Tesla led the way, led by a man named Elon Musk. Whether he's the inventor or what, it doesn't even matter. The guy took Tesla and made it one of the great American brands, one of the great car companies of the world. You know, and I know, that Tesla is almost a 100% American-made car. Not Ford, not Chevrolet, not the other ones, whatever they might be. Tesla. So it checks off all these boxes of the left. And then all of a sudden, through the transitive property, this whole sequence of events takes place. Elon decides he wants to support Trump. And the left, the Democrats, the whoever, they hate Donald Trump. And I get it. Okay, you hate Donald Trump. Which means they have to hate Elon, especially because Elon works with Donald Trump. Good or bad, not even going to get there. Just they got to hate Trump, so they hate Elon. And then this transitive property means, you know what? That means we also have to hate Tesla, which mind-blowing. What? Tesla is a car company. It's not Elon. It's Tesla. And here's the thing that's even worse. You know what? Through whatever woke mob madness, we're going to go out there and damage innocent people's cars. People that probably voted for Harris, right? So that's madness. It's craziness. And so this is the weird position that I'm in, this weird world that I live in. I'm an Uber driver and I drive a Tesla. In fact, I probably am one of the people that put the most amount of miles on a Tesla last year. I put 80 something thousand miles on my Tesla in about 14 months. I love it. I use it to make money. And the thing is this, my passengers, almost all of them, well, they've had some questions. They want to know range and how does it work and all that kind of stuff. And maybe they won't buy a Tesla, and that's okay. They like their cars. But they liked the Tesla experience. I would say almost to a person, every single one of them liked the Tesla full self-drive. I did have one person that was like, no, don't let me get in the Tesla because it'll wreck. They saw this Netflix show where I guess all the Teslas turned evil or something. I don't know what it was, but they wouldn't even get in the car. But I think that person was a little bit crazy because I remember the husband looking at me going like, I don't know what's going on here. And, you know, leaving them stranded at the airport. And that doesn't mean they like Elon. It doesn't mean they're going to buy the car. I get that because we as Americans, we use our cars as kind of like another layer of clothing. It's another identity of who we are. Not every American's like that, but most of us are, because we don't have trains. We don't have mass transit, right? We have this. All of our cities are designed around you getting your car and going to a parking lot and walking into a store or whatever. And I get that. So if you're driving a Subaru, we kind of know who you are. If you're driving a Ford F-150 lifted, we know who you are, right? Everybody's got their identity in their car. So there is some value in understanding this idea of like that Tesla. If you own a Tesla, you have an identity to some extent. But it's not toward Elon, not for every single person. And even if it is, maybe they bought a Tesla to support Trump, which, let's take a step back here. Remember, the left loved Elon Musk and these Teslas. They were the golden child. So the Republicans, they hated it. You need to get a gas guzzling, whatever, internal combustion engine car, right? You need to drill, baby, drill. So there were these two worlds. And then if Elon goes over to the right, leaves Tesla behind, Tesla's in this weird spot. So the question is this: should you buy a Tesla? I think it's a great car. I think it's an amazing car. The full self-drive, get the full self-drive on any one of them. They're great. It's amazing how much less stressful it is to have the car drive you. Now, it's not perfect, but it's going to get there. It's really cool. Should you invest in the Tesla stock, even if you dislike Elon? I would say yes, because Teslas are making great cars. And by the way, they're making the robo-taxi, and the full self-drive is amazing. And on top of it, they got those robots that are coming. Elon Musk, for all of his flaws, and he's got tons of them, tons of flaws. So do I, so do you. We all do, okay? He's led one of the great American companies. He's built it. And he's got rockets going into space. And it's Starlink. All great things. Great for humanity. To send rockets to Mars, that's great for humanity. Starlink, great for humanity. Tesla, great for humanity. So yeah, you should, if you could, invest in Tesla. Because in the next 20 years, it's going to be an amazing company. And it's going to be worth so much. I want to end on this final thing, though, to my fellow Uber drivers. Should you get a Tesla to drive for Uber? A year ago, I would say, 100% yes. Because Uber was rewarding EV cars, and Tesla and the charging network. It works really, really well. I don't know. Today, when I saw Harry, my friend, he said he got a swastika put on his Tesla. I've got my friend Tristan who's saying he's seeing more and more people getting irate, and we see on the news. Is it worth the trouble? They're expensive cars. If they take away that EV tax credit, and if Uber and Lyft are not going to give you bonuses for driving an electric car. I mean, if you're going to drive full time and you're going to drive in a very tight little market, yeah, sure, maybe. But, right now, in spite of or because of Elon and because Uber the way it is, maybe it's not the best car anymore. I'd still buy a Tesla for me personally. In fact, I'm doubling down on buying Teslas. It's a great car. It's an amazing car. I may never buy another car if I can. It's that good. They're fast, they're comfortable, the software works so well. The charging network, it's so good. And I'm thinking about my friends, my friends on the left. I've got a lot of you, and I love you guys. And I voted for Trump, I get that, but I love you guys too. Please don't get involved with some of this Elon, Tesla hate, especially the violence, the destruction of property things. It's foolish. It's not good. It's not healthy for our nation. It's not healthy for our communities. It's just not. And I'm going to leave this in this video with this final thought. If my car gets put, like a swastika gets put on it, I'm just going to leave it. Just because you put it on my car doesn't mean that's who I am. And I think that's the thing that's so frustrating, this transitive property. Yeah, I voted for Trump, but what was my options? Harris or Trump, right? I get it. You know what? It doesn't mean I support everything Trump does. It doesn't mean I hate Kamala Harris either. We, in the real world, where I drive in places where most people, almost all the people voted for Harris, and they still like Tesla, is you don't have to. If you feel this anger toward a Tesla and you want to give the bird to somebody who's driving a Cybertruck, don't. Don't even give the bird to a person who's driving with the American flag and a MAGA sticker on their car or whatever. Let them be. People support who they support. I don't care. If I like the show Severance, Ben Stiller wrote, directed, created it, whatever he did. I still like the show. Just because Ben Stiller is part of the left and he supported Harris doesn't mean I have to like all of a sudden hate him. This has to end. So this is my pitch to my friends. And I don't know if you're even going to get to this far in the video, but please, let's tone it down. Let's temper it down. Doesn't mean you have to support Trump. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try to fight him and try to get him, lose the next election, then take over with the Democrats in the House or whatever. Okay, I get all that. Your neighbors, whether they own a Tesla or not, they voted for Trump or not, still your neighbors, still your community. So just please don't destroy innocent people's property. Don't put me out of a job. Because if I got a swastika on my car, I probably can't be an Uber driver. I guess that's what I've been thinking about. I hope to my fellow drivers that you're safe, that you're healthy, that you're thriving this year. In 2025, drive your way. If you're a passenger and if you see a Tesla coming to come pick you up, maybe your Uber driver just rented that car. Maybe your Uber driver is just trying to make money, and it's a good car to make money. And maybe that person didn't vote for whoever you think they voted for. Be well, be safe. Bye.